Hello, hello! Hopefully you guys are as excited for this week's video as I am. I am loving just cooking one meal for my family. I love that it's low carb and I just have to make like maybe a side or a couple little tweaks to make it friendly for everybody else who is eating the carbs. So this week I didn't end up cooking dinner as many times as I thought I would. And so at the end, you're going to see some ways that I just used up some food that was in the fridge because I hate wasting food. Like, I hate wasting food. That might be one of the reasons why I'm also on a weight loss journey, because I hate wasting food. So anyway, let's get into this week's videos of cheap, easy, low carb dinners. Okay, keto chicken enchilada soup. This was super delicious. I started just by chopping some onions, and then you'll see that I added just some pre-chopped green peppers, and I basically just added taco seasoning and those vegetables and sauteed it in butter, and then I added some cooked chicken that I had from the freezer. So I had roasted a chicken, and then I took the chicken off the bone, and then I knew that I would just use it for a recipe. So it was super easy to just pull it out of the freezer and start chopping the chicken and then adding it to the soup, even though it looks like it starts out like a chicken loaf. The chicken was super good. I actually prefer chicken that's like from the bone, like bone-in chicken, in things like cast more tasty. So anyway, this is super low carb. You can see that I added the sour cream here at the very end, and then we just added cheese, and everybody else added tortilla chips. Okay, this next meal was so good. I think that I added a little too much chicken, so if you make this recipe, maybe don't add 3 whole chicken breasts, just add like, I don't know, 2, depending on how many people you're trying to feed. But basically, I lined my Instant Pot with a crock pot liner, and then I added chicken, and then I made a chicken Cordon Bleu sauce with sour cream, some Dijon mustard, and some garlic powder. I added the Italian seasoning, and I would not do that again. I would just add a little bit more garlic. So I stirred that up, and then I just layered the chicken, a bag of frozen cauliflower after I put the sauce on top of the chicken, and then I added ham, and then on the very top I added some sliced Swiss cheese. If I were to do this again, I would probably cube the Swiss cheese. I felt like it kind of had a hard time melting being sliced, but it was still so good. My husband and I ate it for leftovers for dinner for a couple nights, and we both ate it as leftovers for lunch a couple of times because it made so much, and you know, I hate wasting food. So this was super yummy. I just cooked it on high for about 3.5 hours, and it was perfect. I served it with broccoli, and little baby even loved it. So I had bought a pound of ground beef intended to be used for tacos, but we never ended up having the tacos, so I just made it for taco salads for me, and then I made my kids some 3-ingredient banana oatmeal cookies. I had a couple Hershey Kisses left over from, I don't know, something festive, and so I just mixed the banana, peanut butter, and oats together in a bowl, and then I scooped them onto the cookie sheet, and then I chopped up the Hershey Kiss and just kind of sprinkled a little bit so they had just a tiny bit of chocolate, and my kids loved them. Okay, so last but not least, I'm just packaging up my leftover soup. This is the chicken enchilada soup, also super good. I had it for lunch a couple of days, and the rest of it is in the freezer. I put it in some mason jars, some wide mouth mason jars. Those are much easier to fill with stuff. It actually took 3 little mason jars, and then I just put the lids on and stuck them in the freezer. And then I enjoy having something that I can take on the go, and so trying to use up my ingredients that I already had, I used some protein powder, some natural peanut butter, cinnamon, and a little stevia. And they were delicious. They really helped me stay on track for the whole week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will subscribe and go check out the recipes at debtsnowcone.com. We'll see you next time.